Hi everyone, in this video we want to build this search bar. Here on this web page we have some background image. We also have the search bar, which is the main focus of this video. Here we have this search bar and we can search anything with it and it gives us the Google result for whatever keyword we type in here. So let's try something. Let's say we are looking for Apple, and this is what we have here. It gives us the Google search result for Apple. We can also search for something like orange. Let's say we are looking for orange. It also gives us the Google search result for orange, which is the keyword we type inside our search bar. So we can really search anything with this search bar. Let's say I want to look for my favorite song. This is Our God by Hillsong. And here we have it. So this search bar is actually working and giving us the Google search result for whatever we search with it. And this is what we want to build in this video. So grab your tools and let's get started. In my code editor, I have one index.html, style.css files. I also have an images folder with some images that I'll be using, one for the background and the search icon that I'll be using in this video. So over here, I'll head over to the index.html and create the boilerplate code. So type exclamation and hit tab. You can change the document here, the title to something descriptive. So let's say search. After the title, let's link the HTML to the CSS and the style.css. And in the body tag, we'll create a div and give it a class wrapper. And inside this div, we'll create one and give it a class container. Now let's give the CSS for this. First, I want to give some default styling and set box size into border bold. Now let's style the div with a class wrapper. We set the width 100%, height 100 VH, display flex, align item center, justify content center, background image, linear gradient 130 degrees, comma, this RGBA color code with a comma, the second one, which is here. And after the linear gradient, we want to link an image, so URL, the image file path, this one here. And after the image, we set background repeat to no repeat, background size to cover, background position to center, background attachment to fix. Now let's get back to the HTML, and inside here, let's remove the container div. We won't need it for anything. So we can run this code with the VS Code Live Server extension, and we have a blank web page with the background image and the color over it. So in the wrapper div, we'll create a form and give it a class search form. For the action, let's set it to a hashtag at the moment. And inside the form, we'll create an input tag. The type is text. The name, let's set it to search for the moment. We'll come back to it, and the ID to search. We'll set a placeholder, search with Google. After the input, we'll create a button. We'll give it a class search BTN. We set the type to submit. And inside of it, we'll link an IMG, which will be the search icon. We can set the all to search icon. And this is pretty much all the HTML we need. So let's add the CSS for it. But let's run this first. And this is how it looks, so scary. So let's add the CSS for it. Let's start with the search form. It's in the wrapper. We give it width and height. We'll give it this background color, this RGBA color code. Set display flex. Align items to be center. Border radius 20 pixels. 2 pixels. Solid, and the color is white. I will set overflow to hidden. So now let's style the input inside the form, the search form. So display inline block. Border and outline is none. Padding 12 pixels. Color is white. Background color is transparent. Now it still doesn't look super fine, so let's continue with the styling. So now let's style the placeholder. placeholder. We set the color to this RGBA color code. Font weight is 900. Font family, we take this one and we remove the first one. So now let's start the search button. It's inside the search form. It's the only button, so we can select with tag name. We set display inline block. Border and outline is 0. We set a border at the left. White. We set cursor pointer. Set background color to OK. And now let's start the image inside the button. We'll give it a width 25 pixels. Yeah. That's all for it. Here in the placeholder, let's give it a font size of 1 RAM. So now save this and see what we have. Now our search bar is ready and fully designed. So let's see if it actually searches something. Let's say Apple. It only refreshes the page and it doesn't actually give us the result of the search. So let's add the functionalities. In a form, the action is actually where we want to go whenever we submit the form. So over here, we set it to a hashtag, which is just like nowhere. So let's actually set a destination where we want to go whenever we click the search icon. And for our case, we want to find the search result for whatever keyword we type into the input field. So over here, let's set the action to google.com. https://www.google.com/search. This is telling us that we want to find the search result for something. So we'll set the method to get. We'll save this and head over to our page and see if it works. So we can search our Apple again and hit search. And it brings us to google.com, but it does not give us the search result of Apple, which is what we are searching for. To demonstrate why, I'll open google.com in a different tab. And over here, I'll search my Apple. Now, when you look at the URL over here, you'll see that we have google.com/search and we have Q before our search keyword and this plenty madness. This Q over here is what holds the value of our search keyword. So in order to get our search result by Google, we have to set the name of our input field to this Q over here. So back in the HTML, over here, we can change the name from search to Q. Now when we save this and head over to our search bar, we can now type something like Apple. And here it gives us the search result of Apple on Google. Now you see the Q over here, which holds the value of our search keyword, which is Apple in our case. So I can come back here and search my favorite song. This is Our God by Hillsong. And it brings me here, and this is my search result for what I'm looking for. So you can really search anything with this search bar and it gives you the Google result of it. So folks, this is basically how we've come to the conclusion of this video, how we build this search bar that gives us the Google search result of whatever we are searching for. And if you find any value in this video so far, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. I'm Daniel, thanks for watching.